All right, roommate issues. Lackluster Carrot Top. I got to be honest with you. If you guys have never met Carrot Top, that is one of the nicest dudes you're ever going to meet in your life. I love that guy. And evidently, I am the lackluster version of him, which I am fine with. Because he's definitely a better human being than I am. Just a great guy. Every comic I know loves him. Anyway, I hope this email finds you well. Huge fan of the podcast. I just transferred to a new school, and I've been having issues with my new roommate. He's been blasting music on his speakers. However, that's not the worst part. He plays the same song on repeat. Oh, boy. When I say repeat, I mean 10, 15 times in a row. The other night, I ran into him in the kitchen and told him, dude, I don't mean to be a dick, but you got to stop playing the same song on repeat. It's making me crazy. He said in a mocking tone, it's making you crazy? Really? I said, buddy, I can't tell you how many times I've heard these songs in the past week. He said, I've heard them more than you, and they're not making me crazy. This next line I'm quite proud of. I said, you're an only child, aren't you? Hey, man, I got to tip my cap to the listeners this week. You guys are fucking killing it. I don't know what the hell you need to listen to this podcast for other than to get your fucking props. That's fucking great. This seemed to really tick him off, which led to a stare down. It's also ironic because I am an only child. I said, you're not going to be cool about this. I said, you're really not going to be cool about this. And rather than responding, he went to his room and played one of the songs even louder than before. I wanted to grab my baseball bat and go De Niro from Untouchables on his ass and his speaker. My question is, could I have handled this situation more appropriately? Maybe I could have said something along the lines of, when you, I feel, or when you do this, I feel. Also, you have any tips on letting go of anger and moving on? Yeah, you got to move out. Can't wait to see you next time you're in Portland, Oregon. Vatafair. I mean, go fuck yourself. I don't know how to say the rest of it. All right. You don't want to get kicked out of school. And what can you do here? There's got to be something that you can do here. I mean, this is one of the, when they say violence is not the solution, that's because they don't read emails like this, because I'm trying to think of a solution and every one of them is violent. Like, don't do this shit. But what I thought of was you should have walked in there with a bat and just smashed the shit out of his speaker and the fucking something else. Don't hit his laptop because then it's going to cost you too much money. Just smash the shit out of it and just be like, next time it's going to be your fucking head. Okay? In a movie, that's what you do. You do that in real life, you end up in fucking jail and kicked out of school. So the world needs smart people. This dude is a mouth-breathing fucking moron. So there has to be a way. I would just make fun of how stupid he is until he throws the first punch and then defend yourself. That's what I would do. Like when he comes home, hey, dum-dum's here. My brain can only handle one song at a time. I would literally just do that. Hey, I bought you a record, and just get him like a kid's record. Something, I don't know what. I would just annoy the shit out. If you really want to beat the fuck out of this kid, what you want to do is get him to throw the first punch. Yeah, friendzo. Well, this is my dumb roommate. He listens to the same song 15 times in a row. That's how dumb he is. And this is the best part. It's not even a good song. See, that's just lame. That's just lame. I mean, just the old fucking days, the old days before all this technology and social media and all of that, you could just go in there and you could fuck that kid up, and then that would be the end of the fucking problem. But what ends up happening is now the fucking, like, bitches rule the world. Charlie Murphy. Bitches run the world. Charlie Murphy. He said it. It's the fucking truth. The law is on their side. The rules, the fucking money, the settlement, everything is on their fucking side. At the show in Windsor, the law is on her side times 2, times fucking 2, because she's a woman. It just is the way it is. And you know what? I think if you actually, I gave you bad advice. If you actually come at this guy, like that, I don't know. Maybe there's just a way to find humor in it. You know? But that is like, I would not have been able to handle that at your age. I will say though, when you said you're an only child, aren't you? When you got the best of him, that really seemed to bother him. So I think he really is dumb. So maybe that is your playing the same song 15 times in a row, is to be, going after his intellect. Or you could just fucking deal with it and move out and just know that somebody, like, what's the sad thing about that fucking moron is he'll have at least 5 kids. Fucking feels good, right? Like that. Those people have smart people have like 2. Dumb people have 5, 6. Generally speaking, I'm painting with a broad brush here. There. All right. Good luck with that. Your email actually upset me more than the Windsor show, because at least with that guy, the relationship is over. And he could get some satisfaction looking at the poor bastard that keeps going home with her. You, on the other hand, you just got to survive this semester. That's what you can do. Proactively find a new place to live. All right? Rather than acting like this person is an insurmountable obstacle. Turn it into a positive by getting some great place to fucking live. And at this point, just not living with this person could be fucking great. Or is there like a spy shop, where you can get that thing that blocks the signal on a phone? Maybe you do that. And, I don't know, maybe you can do that. But the best solution is to just fucking let it go. And, and just find a new place to fucking live. And I totally hear you on the baseball bat thing, but you can't do that. That's not the solution. Should be, but it isn't. All right. Truck Tunes. Bill, my twin boys loved watching Truck Tunes 2. Oh, I never saw that. I didn't even see the first one. When they were 4 and 5 years old. The guy that made it is pretty clever, a little goofy, but creative. They watched it over and over again. They could name all sorts of trucks and still can. My wife and I still sing these songs sometimes. Your kid might like it too. Are you fucking kidding me? My son would love. I got to see this. Let me see what this is. I'm in. Because every kid show has music as annoying as that, and this is at least trucks. So I'll handle that. Thank you so much for the heads up. That's fantastic. All right. That's the podcast. Sorry to the guy that went to the show in Windsor, and sorry to that dude that's dealing with that fucking person. And sorry to the woman that likes art. Like, why can't, like, all these people, I just want to go to a comedy show. I just want to enjoy art. I just want to have a roommate that doesn't play the same song 50 fucking times in a row. This really gets down to my problem with the higher power, okay, and the lack of work that he puts into most of his creations. After the mountains, the seas, and the prairies, or the golden prairies and shit like that, his work on human beings is extremely shoddy. And his analytics is to blame the devil, right? Rather than saying, no, buddy, you just fucking kind of slapped this one together, and now it's somebody's roommate, So maybe all that praise every week on Sunday is starting to go to your fucking head. And maybe you ought to get down, get back to, square one and figure out why everybody worshipped you in the first place. All right? Take that, higher power. Oh, jeez. Fucking old Freckles with a hot take on the fucking Lord there. All right, go fuck yourselves. I'll check in on you on Thursday.